I was a picky eater, like picky as they come. I'm talking like plain pasta, cheese on it. Yeah, wouldn't have the bolognese, wouldn't have this, wouldn't have that. But probably my earliest memory of actually eating food and like really liking it, I was probably like 7 or 8. My auntie, we were like on holiday in Tenerife. We went to my auntie's house in the mountains, and she had this spread on. It was my birthday, and it was a husband cruises. And she had, you know, the paella going, all this crazy seafood, and you know, Spanish omelette, everything you could possibly imagine from Spanish food. And I just remember being like, this is boss. This is great. So ended up loving that. And then my dad turned around and said to me, like, you've changed, like this, you know, this isn't you, like you're picky. I was like, but Dad, this is amazing. And I think that was the turning point for me, like enjoying food. I remember we travelled back, and like we had just this Spanish omelette. Obviously, like, you know, it's dead simple, but it was full of all these like Spanish spices and everything else. And we were just eating on it on this drive back, like through this desert in Tenerife. And that's probably one of my fondest and first memories of food. Yeah. In Hoi An, which is like just between like Saigon and Hanoi, like the bottom and middle. It's like this ancient city in the middle. I remember looking up best places to eat, and I found this guy who had this he had this little food cart, and he was selling banh mi's. You know what banh mi's are? They're like seen as like the best sandwich in the world. It's between that and like the Philly cheesesteak. All it is, you know, it's like a fresh French baguette with like pate on it, like pickled daikon cabbage and carrots, and then this like amazing, some sort of cured pork. I think it's like a bit like char siu. But anyway, he was getting it all delivered fresh there, so I went there, and he had this cart, and we basically sat in this guy's living room. Yeah, like family portraits on the wall, everything else, and he was just out there like wafting away, wafting the meat, wafting the coals, and he just brings this amazing sandwich to me, and it was that good. I like had another one. But yeah, that was probably the best memory of food. I just enjoyed it that much. But yeah. But I'm not like that clued up on, you know, Michelin star restaurants, like who's, you know, the big guy on the block when it comes to like the best cuisine, this, that and the other. But what I want from food is, you know, going to where it's done well. So like my favourite foods are, you know, Asian foods, you know, Italian. Like for instance, like going to somewhere like Champagne and having champagne, or going to somewhere like Parma and Parma ham. I remember growing up and watching Man vs Food and seeing like all the amazing barbecue food that he was having. Like growing up as a kid, that wasn't available here. You know, you've got your like hickories and stuff now, and like West Kirby and stuff like that. Like, I wasn't really around then, but like when I was a kid, like I was like, I want to go Route 66, I want to go here, I want to go Memphis, I want to go this, and have these like crazy barbecue food. Yeah, just travel and just go where good food's done and is sourced. Do you know what I mean?